Droplist, and yes, there's a box logo dropping. Yes, another one. I know it feels like Groundhog's Day, but no, it's not Groundhog's Day. We have another box logo dropping this week. It's a box logo, bandana box logo tee. It's official from the website. But last week, you guys know I copped 2 of these online. I talked about that in the video where I flew to LA. If you guys want to know how I copped 2 online, I'm just gonna tell you guys the first step right now. Download privacy. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description below. Not only is that going to give you guys the chance to get 2 online, but also if you download privacy using the link below, you will get $5. I'll touch more on that later. I've touched on this in the past about using privacy to get duplicate orders, so do not sleep. Like I said, I know a lot of people do sponsors for stuff and you guys might watch it and just skip through, but like genuinely, if you guys want to cop Supreme this week and you guys want to get the chance to get 2 box logo tees, check out that link below. Download privacy. You're gonna get paid $5 for like literally a couple minutes out of your day, and it'll give you the chance to get duplicate orders this Thursday. Now, I do want to say thank you guys so freaking much. You guys have been murdering the likes. Literally, you guys have been shanking that like button. The last 3 videos, like the video I did on Tuesday, I think got like 2,300, 2,400, I don't know, something crazy like that. And then the video where I flew to LA is already over 2,500 likes. And the video I posted less than 24 hours ago is almost at 1,800 likes. Like, it's literally insane. I cannot say thank you enough. And it's cool because I really only asked for like 1,200 or 1,300. And I love creating videos, so that kind of stuff just makes me inspired and like it gives me energy to create more videos. I know a lot of you guys want to see a live cop. I don't like doing live cops of box logos because honestly, when you live cop, it actually makes it harder to cop, which I'll explain that if I do a live cop on Thursday. But if you guys want to see a live cop this Thursday, I'll be trying to get the box logo. Hopefully I can get 2 of those too. But if you guys want to see a live cop this Thursday, I'll be trying to get the box logo tee on Supreme. Make sure you hit that like button down below. If this video gets 1,300 likes, yes, that's 1300, I will do a live cop this Thursday. Yo, honestly guys, the likes and the support and the comments and everything, like everyone subscribing and turning on post notifications, all that stuff, bro, it really does mean the world to me. Like, I had a stressful morning today and I literally started setting up the camera and I started thinking about it, and it just made me so excited to record and think about like the fact that I'm gonna make a video, and like you guys show so much love to me. You guys show love on Instagram, and like, bro, I just want to say thank you to everyone that supports me. At the end of the day, whether you hate me, whether you love me, like the fact that you're even watching this video is a blessing I really don't deserve, so I really do appreciate you no matter what. But anyways, enough sappy bullshit. Let's get to this week's drop list. This week is fire. And I'm not just saying that because we have a box logo tee dropping. I just think this week actually has a good selection of product. There's a lot of shit that I hate. There's a lot of garbage, but there's a wide variety of product, I feel like, for everybody. Hype beasts and enthusiasts alike. First, we're gonna start off with the tees. So the first tee dropping is this lovely grandma smoking a blunt. Real backwoods shorty type of you already know Gangsta Granny is smoking tough, smoking hard on this t-shirt. It does say Supreme. For me personally, I don't really care too much about this tee. It's coming in a plethora of colors, and it will be coming in a camo as well. I will probably not be going for this tee if I'm being honest. I might cop a full cart of tees only because I do really want this clown tee. It's got like all these different graphics on it, and it's got these little clowns on it, and you already know your boy's a clown, so you know what I'm saying? No, but in all seriousness, I do love this tee, although it could kind of resemble some ICP merch. To me, it actually honestly looks more kind of like Killer Clowns from Outer Space type. Next up, we have this graphic that says Sane Smith, and then on the back it has some tags where it says Sane Smith Supreme. I honestly wish they would have just done the tag on the front or something like that. I don't really like the graphic on the front. I do like the graphic on the back, so that's kind of why I'm considering copying this. Sane Smith are a graffiti duo in New York. I'm not super familiar with them, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. By the way, if you guys have any information that I don't talk about with these tees, please let me know down in the comments below. Now, this tee is absolute garbage. This is the Money, Power, Respect tee. On the front, it has a little star that says Supreme, and then on the back, it has like 3 stars that says Money, Power, Respect, and these 2 people cheersing with like what looks like some mugs from a pub in London. This tee is so bad. This font is disgusting. Then we got a Supreme tee that says Supreme, and it has this little character biting another character's arm. This honestly reminds me of some like Happy Tree Friends shit. If you don't know what Happy Tree Friends is, change your life, look it up. It's absolutely hilarious. However, I'm not really a fan of that spell out or this tee. Honestly, a lot of these tees are weak. And the Dehiver tee is no different. It says 2019 and 2020 on it. It's got this like snowy landscape. This looks like one of those puzzles that your mom makes, and it's like you feel like your mom might be going through like a midlife crisis. Ooh, and then this one's got some pussy on it. It says Supreme Christmas 2019, Happy New Year, Eat Me. This is so fucking corny. Okay, let's get to the only tee that really matters, the Supreme Bandana Box logo. And you already know we keep it cut. I'm not gonna say last week I didn't have time, because last week I had time, cuz, but this week I also got time, cuz you already know I'm definitely copping this box logo. I'm obviously a wannabe gangster, so I need the bandana box logo so that way I can keep it crip and cut. This thing is looking freaking gorgeous, and there's a lot of complaints about Supreme dropping this tee. Now, these bandana box logos are worth quite a bit of money, and a lot of people have these in the collections and they were waiting to sell, and now they're worried that Supreme is doing a bandana box logo because they feel like like it'll affect their resale. Now, I don't know personally. I don't feel like it'll affect the market that much. I feel like pieces like that are usually purchased by collectors, and collectors are still gonna want the OG shit as opposed to the one that everyone else has. Everyone wants that piece that's like, I'm different. But I think the bigger fear here is the fact, bars, is the fact that Supreme is literally doing the exact same tee that they've done before. A lot of people are worried about them retroing pieces, which Supreme has done. They recycle logos a lot. Normally they won't do the same colorways, but I think there's also some kind of concern because they're dropping a box logo. Like, they're doing a box logo tee right after box logo hoodies, and they're doing a box logo tee amongst their winter tees, which is kind of concerning because it's like, if they make this a regular thing and they start dropping box logo tees every single season when they drop their winter or summer tees, then that could start to affect the resale of box logos. And it could definitely affect the hype and the overall prestige, like, viewpoint on the brand. But who the fuck cares, because you already know we need to cop that box logo come Thursday. Now, I mentioned earlier that I did cop 2 online, and I'm gonna tell you guys exactly how to do just that. I'm gonna go over my tips and tricks. A lot of testimonials were coming in from you guys saying like, yo, I listened to what you said in the video, I copped, so definitely pay attention. Now, my method is completely manual. It's not super unique or hard. Go to Supreme's website, open up a new tab right now while you're listening to this, type in supremenewyork.com, add something to your cart that's in stock, fill out your information, hit save address, and then put a fake credit card number in. So just put in like a bunch of zeros, a fake CVV, 000 for your CVV, and then whatever expiration date you want to put. Hit agree to terms, process payment, and then of course, because you don't have an accurate credit card in there, it's not going to charge your card. Now, when you go back to add an item in your cart, you should have all your address information saved, so that way all you need to fill out come Thursday morning is the credit card information. So when Thursday morning comes around, make sure your address is still saved, and then of course, copy your card information, so that way once you add that box logo to your cart, you hit checkout now. All you have to do is Control V to copy and paste, and then type in your CVV, your expiration date, hit agree to terms, and process payment. Now, I know there are autofill extensions and bots and things like that. The reason I don't use autofill extensions is because depending on how strict they have Pookie, it could flag you and you could get a card decline if they think that it's a bot. That being said, last Thursday, I still got a card decline on my first order, and then I went back and then copped it on a second order. And thankfully, I was able to cop on a restock later on using a different card. Now, the way to cop 2 box logos. Make sure you click that link below, download Privacy. Basically what Privacy allows you to do is link your bank account to Privacy, create different debit cards for different purposes, and so that way, after you use your main debit card or your credit card or whatever you have, you can have another browser extension open with the same address information saved, just changed slightly. Like, for example, instead of maybe putting APT for apartment, put apartment. If you have north or south abbreviated, you can type it out, spell out street, etc., etc. Now, this method doesn't always work, but this will oftentimes allow you to get duplicate orders. And the reason for that is because you're using different address information, and you're also using a different card that you made through Privacy. And on top of that, you're gonna get $5. Yes, $5. It's the holiday season. I know y'all need to do some shopping, so if you click that link down in the description below, sign up for Privacy, you'll be able to have the attempt to get duplicate orders, and you'll be able to get $5. Someone's knocking on my door. Hold on. Now, Privacy does have some other features that are amazing, and I've touched on those in the past. You can make different cards for different things, and on top of that, if a service like Hulu, Netflix, or any other service provider has some kind of promotion, you can sign up for that promotion, and you can use Privacy, and you can actually determine exactly how much you want them to be able to charge. So for example, if they have like a free 3-month trial, you can use Privacy, so that way they won't auto charge your card later on. Or the example that I used when Hulu had Game of Thrones, they had the HBO streaming service. I signed up for Hulu and HBO. I only wanted to do it to watch Game of Thrones, which was a terrible freaking season. Oh my God, that was such a mistake of my life. And then I never took the time to actually log into Hulu because I didn't use the service at all. And I never canceled my subscription. If I would have had Privacy at the time, I could have easily just made a Privacy card real quick, only put the first month's amount on that card, and then use that to sign up for Hulu. And then my Hulu account would have only been able to charge for 1 month anyways. That way I wouldn't have had to pay like $100 freaking just to watch that terrible Game of Thrones season. Not to mention the added security benefits of not using your own personal card. When you're shopping online, obviously your personal card can get compromised. If your personal information gets compromised, then people can charge your card, they can steal your money, and no one likes to have their money stolen. So if you use privacy.com, it adds an extra layer, so that way your information is safe and secure, and you do not have to worry about people stealing your information and/or using your card. Like I said, said, you'll get paid $5. There's a plethora of reasons to download it, especially this week with Supreme. So check out that link in the description down below. Sign up using that link, and not only will you get an amazing service, but you'll get a little bit of extra cash to spend anywhere on the internet. So go check it out. Now, getting into the rest of this week's drop list, I don't even know if you guys really care, but I will tell you there are some other fire things dropping. The drop list itself is whatever, right? We have these checkered puffers with the ARC logo on the back. I love the ARC logo. I'm not a big fan of the checkered puffers. I don't really like the colorways they chose. You have these zip up hoodies that have a Supreme spell out right above the pocket. I do think these are kind of cool. They're okay. I don't really care about the spell out too much. It's not like super cool. It's just kind of like a basic hoodie. I don't know how I feel about any of these colors though. I wish they would have done like a cream. By looking at the lining, one thing I will point out about these hoodies is they are thermal hoodies, so they're gonna keep you nice and warm in the wintertime. They have these checkered flannels or shirts. All these colors are terrible. This blue, and the red one's like okay, but honestly, I'm just not a big fan of those. I feel like Supreme does terrible flannels. And then you have this grandpa shirt right here. This literally looks like they went to a retirement home and stole it off the old people's backs, except for maybe that pink one, but that like vomit brown one, that just looks terrible. I don't care who you are wearing that. Even if you are a grandpa at the retirement home, you ain't getting no granny pussy wearing that. No grandma's gonna fuck with you. The grandma from that t-shirt smoking a fat blunt is not going to try to rock with you because she's gonna think you're a square wearing that weak ass polo. They've made way better retirement gear than that, and that is not a vibe. They have these half zip fleeces. They have some like fleece pants that come in all the same colors. You have that beautiful lavender lilac colorway. Of course, they got the small box logo on the chesticle, the titty. Like, come on now, you already know these things are definitely basic as shit. Oh my god, then you have these beanies. Can we get like another box logo beanie, please? Or like maybe a loose gauge box logo or just something cool, because these beanies are terrible. All the beanies are bad. Even the checkered beanies with the ARC logo that matches the checkered puffer. Oh my god. Oh, thank god I'm through all the garbage. We got past that old man freaking sweater that looks like 50 years of smoking tobacco. And now we can talk about some heat. Now, these pieces personally are, I mean, they're okay. We have the New Era hat, which I'm not the biggest fan of New Eras, but I will say I kind of actually like this piece. It's just like some old school shit. It's got the ear flaps that fold down, and then on the back it says something cool on it in Old English. I don't really know what it says. Honestly, it could say like cocksucker, and I'd probably like it because it's in Old English. But in all seriousness, I really think this hat is dope. I think it's just kind of a cool like OG style piece, and even though these aren't my type of hats, I will say the pictures I took in the box logo on my Instagram, which if you don't follow me, change your life, go follow me, the Starlife, THESTARRLIFE. I was wearing a New Era fitted, and it just kind of brought me back, you know what I'm saying? I used to wear New Era fitteds back in the day, so it's like, I don't know, man. It kind of gave me like a newfound love for them. But the piece that definitely goes crazy are these bandana gaiters. You guys know I love the mountains. In fact, I just posted a story to my Instagram yesterday of me back up in the mountains for the first time in a long time. Obviously, when you're hiking, when you're up in the mountains, gaiters do help, and the bandana gaiters are kind of hard. I definitely like these pieces. My biggest complaint about these gaiters is that they don't come in more colors. Obviously, these come in the same exact colors as the reversible bandana fleece that dropped earlier this season. It drops in a red, a black, a baby blue, and a creme de la creme. Cream of the cream! Definitely good if you plan on hitting the mountains if you don't have a neck gaiter already. I have a bunch of neck gaiters and balaclavas, but I still might go for 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of these. Yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I might get all of them. And since we're talking about the colorways of these, we might as well talk about the colorways of the bandana box tee. And while we're talking about these colorways, we might as well talk about the colorways of the bandana box logo tee. There is no light blue, which means that the light blue hoodie will only continue to rise, but we have a white one, a black one, a red one, bloody. They got the keep it crippin' cut navy. On the deadlocks, you know they needed that. They got brown, light pink, yellow, and heather gray. Heather gray, ooh, that means it's gonna be like this one. Honestly, I'm kind of excited for these. I really don't know what color I wanna get. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be so stressful. This week is gonna be freaking crazy, man. There are only mock-ups of this item, so the item shown on the screen from my man Drops by Jay is a mock-up, not an official thing, but they are dropping a snow tube. What's the difference between a snow tube and a normal tube? I don't know, but there's a freaking snow tube on here that's sick as fuck. Of course, all the hype beasts alike in the world are hoping it's a big red freaking inner tube that says Supreme blasted all around that thing. That way I can go to any random hill in the city and flex on all these broke little kids. Oh, you're still using a tire from Les Schwab? Yeah, I got a motherfucking Supreme inflatable freaking tube. You're broke. And then I would tell those kids like, yeah, It's fine. I understand. I used to be broke too, but then I signed up for privacy and I made $5, so now I'm balling, baby. Anyways, let me know what you guys are going for this week. Let me know what you guys are excited for. Are you guys worried about them doing box logos? Of course, follow me on my Instagram. I do have a picture of me wearing this beautiful box logo right here. My Instagram's gonna be somewhere on the screen and in the description down below, right under that link to privacy. I also posted a picture of the yellow box logo, and you already know that thing is fire. Anyways, I'm actually excited for this week. I did not think we would get a week this good. Personally, I'm gonna try to go for the bandana box logo tee, maybe that clown tee, and like a whole round of tees, and then of course the Supreme Intertube, and hopefully 2 Supreme bandana box logo tees. By the way, like I said, if you guys want to try to cop 2 this week, of course, sign up for privacy today using that link down below. Thank you to privacy for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching and liking it. It seriously means the world to me. I cannot say thank you enough. I'm so freaking honored, and I cannot believe we are getting another box logo, baby. Yes, back to back like Drizzy Drake Rogers. Okay, anyways, as always, keep on the star life in peace. The fuck out.
The bang bitch, holler when you feel this. Fresh up out the county, tell them hoes to get up on me. I was in that motherfucker with some killers.